G.I. Joe fans, Joe Motion Videos 82 here. It is time for another G.I. Joe toy review, and I do greatly apologize for this one getting out so late. Life gets in the way sometimes, and it stinks, really, because this is my favorite part of the week, doing these reviews, and I know Vampire, he really enjoys doing his reviews as well, and you know, things just happen. So I am sorry that this is getting out so late. I need to figure out a system to where I could get these out on a timely basis and on the same day. So even if that means pre-recording and stuff like that, I might just have to do that so you guys have a set schedule so you know when I'm going to appear. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Cobra Convergence is still going on. You know, there are so many great creators out there that are included this year, and personally, I wish that we could, everybody could be a part of the Convergence, but there are only 30 days in a week, or 30 days in a week. Wouldn't that stink? 30 days in a month. And it would be a Hollywood production, let's put it that way, for all the wonderful toy creators out there, video creators out there who to get involved in it. So anyway, head on over to hcc788.com for the schedule to find out who will be appearing on what day. You guys, it's been a pleasure and an honor to be a part of the Convergence and for all of your support. So anyway, today we are going to be looking at the Funskool version of Beachhead. Yes, Beachhead, arguably one of the better or best figures from 1986. I'm not sure when the Funskool version had come out. I didn't find much online about him. This one, I couldn't even read what language it is in, so I couldn't find a date on it. I'm sure the date stamp on him will say 1986 because it was created from the same mold that Hasbro had, and they sold the molds to other countries and to give them a chance to get these toys. So he comes with the same accessories and the same sculpt, different colors, of course. You could see from the picture at the beginning of the video. Beachhead was released in '86. He did make several appearances in the Sunbow series. He made his first appearance in the 5-part series Arise Serpentor Arise. That was a huge debut for a lot of new figures that came out for 1986. And frankly, 86 is my favorite year for G.I. Joe. I know 85, a lot of people are, 1985, you know, that's their year, and that's great because there were a lot of fabulous figures that came out in '85. They got the ball jointed neck started in '85. USS Flag came out in '85, and it still holds the record for the biggest toy ever made. So 7-foot long toy, and it was expensive for its time, and I know that the Flag is one I will never get, because the cost of it for one, and for another, I just don't have room for it. You can see around me, my walls are covered in G.I. Joe, you know, over my shoulder, you know, then over here. Then I have monsters here, there, and everywhere. And I just can't decorate the entire house with toys. I wish I could, but I don't live alone, so I have to leave everything here in this room. So anyway, yeah, Beachhead came out in '86. He was sort of a drill instructor role, had a drill instructor role in the cartoon, and he was one of the more serious Joes. He was always getting after Shipwreck for his tomfoolery, and that it made it fun. You know, I remember as a kid laughing at how silly Shipwreck could get. And I think the most serious we ever saw Shipwreck be was with his first appearance in the Pyramid of Darkness. He was pretty serious there, when he met Flint and Mutt inside of some sort of a dive bar, and he was more of a pirate in a way than he was a U.S. soldier. And I was wondering, what is he doing in the middle of the desert? But anyway, it fit into the storyline. And then Return to Springfield was the most serious role that he was in, and I kind of look at that as a Halloween episode because it was very mysterious, and it was scary. And then the last time he was serious was when he fell in love with Mara, a hybrid from Cobra who was a mermaid in a way. And that was it. That was Shipwreck, but we're not reviewing Shipwreck. I reviewed him a few years back, and I might turn around and review him later on, but there are so many wonderful toys to review, and it's tough to decide. So I pulled my Funskool Beachhead out and said, you know what, it's time to review Beachhead. So let's go ahead and get into this guy and see what he looks like. All right, so here he is looking at the package. It does say G.I. Joe International Heroes. Up here at the top, it says interchangeable stay-on or snap-on, stay-on accessories. So it's giving kids the idea you could interchange this between your action figures. Codename Beachhead Ranger. It is written in English. Swivel arm battle grip. It has the original picture of Beachhead looking very, very serious. Here in his uniform, arguably one of the best uniforms that I have seen. I've always liked this. His ammo mags there up on his chest, but I thought, man, if he gets hit in the chest, dang, ouch, it might just set off one of those, some of the rounds there. He has a hand grenade there on his hip, pistol there, and down here he has a, looks like a time bomb, and then a knife down here. I don't know if you could read this or not. Down here on the side, it says includes 9mm Wasp, submachine gun, ammo pouch, ammo case, and backpack. Flip around to the back, and it shows you Beachhead and his file card. This is written in some language I just can't read. But you can see who was available during this year. You know, we had Deep Six, Spearhead, who I reviewed last week. I already reviewed the Funskool Storm Shadow, and I compared him to the original Storm Shadow of that same costume. And the plastic is much different. Of course, there's Budo, then Swamp Rat, and all these other dudes that were available during the time. I reviewed the Night Viper already. just all of these guys available. Then down here at the bottom, Funskool, then written in all that foreign language. So if there are people from other countries or from this country and this is your language, let me know what it says down at the bottom. I'm sure this is very similar to what is on our on the US file card. And it got away from a real American hero, because G.I. Joe, a real American hero, is American, of course. G.I. Joe is even an American name. That's why in England they had Action Force, which was G.I. Joe. They were afraid that it wouldn't sell so well if it said real American hero, and they wanted their own line, which I don't blame them. That is great. That gives us a chance to get foreign toys and enjoy them. So let's go ahead and open him up. I'm going to be using a scalpel blade. I read the pack. It's sterilized by gamma radiation, so I'm sure that if you held this up to a Geiger counter, it would click a little bit. Yeah, gamma rays definitely kill any bacteria on it. So let's go ahead and slide that in there. I want to try to preserve the card back as much as possible. I didn't want to use my stiletto because these card backs are made of a finer card stock than what we have here in the States. And it looks like the glue is just allowing me, well, you can't see it on camera, but the glue just allowed me to peel this off with very little difficulty. And look at that, you could still read Beachhead on there, and it didn't tear it off the card. It just removed some of the ink. But you can see the card stock is very floppy. Okay, let's look at Beachhead's accessories. Right here, comes with his backpack. Which direction you put this on him, I was always at a debate with, but this right here is a satellite antenna for communications. The wire wraps around the bottom. He has some crossbow bolts right here. He has a crossbow because he does have to work in silence. Being a ranger, he is special forces. A little pouch there on the side. Pouch is here. Standard backpack. He comes with his ammo case. It's made out of a softer plastic, so watch out for that. This is made out of it has a matte finish. Here I go and talk for the past 10 minutes and not press record. So I turned the spotlight on the camera so you could see that his ammo pouch is done up in a matte finish. You could see that he has 3 stick magazines on each side and 1 on other side. So he has 8, and not to mention 10, 15 magazines on his altogether. So if you're looking for a replacement for your Beachhead, for his ammo pouch, watch out for that on the aftermarket. This is made out of a softer plastic. The original is done in a gloss finish. This, as I had mentioned before, is a matte finish. So if you are in doubt, please ask the seller so you get the more accurate one if that's what you're looking for to complete him. The backpack I really like. It snaps right on, stays on, and the antenna of course goes over his left shoulder as it showed there. Beachhead himself looks really, really nice. He's done up with the lighter green color. He has a dark green tack vest on. It has some pouches down on the bottom there. His pants are brown with blue camo. You can see here on the back he does have straps for his backpack. He has his red beret strapped over his shoulder. The red beret was for airborne. The paint app on that isn't all that great. So he is an airborne ranger, so he does get to wear the red beret. His hands are painted black. That is a pretty heavy-handed paint application on there. Something I haven't seen on a US version. He does have his pistol strapped to his, get that in focus there, on his left leg. He has his detonation device, a stiletto down on his left leg, and another one down lower. He has a pouch here on the back, grenade there on his hip. And then you can see the belt is designed to make it look like it's holding on his leg holster, but they don't have a strap going around. Missed opportunity there for a paint application, at least, because if he runs, that is just going to be flopping all over the place. His pants are pretty baggy. They are bloused in his black boots. His machine gun, again, really cool. This is a real-world weapon, the Wasp 9mm machine gun. The barrel is slightly bent. So there you have it, guys. Getting a reflection on the card. I apologize for that, but all in all, a very, very nice figure. I like this guy very much. He's a good substitute for the Hasbro Beachhead. At one point in time, this was cheaper than the Hasbro Beachhead, but these are starting to come up in price due to the popularity and us toy reviewers increasing that popularity. So sorry, guys. All right, so what do you guys think of this? Do you like it? Do you like Funskool Joe's, or are you more traditional Hasbro? Well, personally, I like it all. I like that everybody, excuse me, allergies, that in the world are having a chance to enjoy these action figures. I did not know that G.I. Joe was in so many countries until I started watching reviews, and Funskool Ronnie made an appearance on HCC 788's channel. So head on over and check out Funskool Ronnie channel under the same name. He does all the reviews for India Funskool. Very interesting action figures, to say the least. Some of them take the name quite literally, like Windmill. He was a pilot, but his backpack for the Funskool version was a windmill. Kid you not. So anyway, so Funskool is quite interesting. I enjoy having them. I started purchasing them at a cheaper price when years ago, about 6 years ago, I started buying them. I got a Storm Shadow for $20, and now he's selling for 60 plus. And speaking of which, if you are looking for this on the aftermarket, let's find out what he is selling for in Byron's Gripes. Yes, for you who are just joining me or just stopping by, thank you so much for doing so. I do Byron's Gripes as a means of entertainment and also to give you an idea of what to expect when you start purchasing these action figures if you're new to the market. There are several other sites that sell Joes, and I only use eBay just for the convenience. I don't do it to pick on eBay or its sellers. So that's not what it's about. That's certainly not who I am. I am not a bully. I will not make fun of these people. The prices can get a little bit out of hand, and that's what I discuss, are the prices. So if you are looking for this guy carded, there are several of them that are carded. I don't quote auction prices because those will always change unless it is a very unique auction price that is selling for something astronomical. So the prices vary from $39.99 all the way up to $399.38. I kid you not. $399.38. You know, the $64.95 is still a pretty decent price for a carded action figure for G.I. Joe. If you wanted a carded Beachhead from Hasbro, you are going to pay a lot more for that. I guarantee that. So this is a good substitute if you want a Beachhead. The card by itself with the bubble still attached, $29.99. Okay. It's yeah, I don't have words for that. Loose and complete, somebody is selling it as a variant for $799.45. Does this person not know that this is a Funskool action figure? Or is it a variant? That poses a very interesting question. Is it a variant? Yeah, it is a variant, but it is not a Hasbro variant. So, you know, that's up to you. But $800 for that? No. No, I would not pay that. No. Of course not. If I could get one for $64.95 on a card, I'm not going to pay $800 for one. Incomplete, just by himself, bare bones, no accessories, $99.46. Again, no. I could get one carded cheaper, right? There are some that are loose and complete, $69.99 up to $599.45. Again, that just took it just felt my shoulders just drop. No, that's a lot of money for this thing. Yeah, it's rare to us here in the States, so that drives the price up. There is his backpack. Because Funskool comes out with some very interesting variants that are very rare. So Funskool Ronnie does explain that the rarity of these variants, and those are pretty rare. There is his backpack that is a lime green, $1,349.41. Wow. For a lime green backpack. I even if I won the lottery, I wouldn't spend that much on a single backpack. I don't play the lottery. Now there is a rare variant, and I'll pull out Beachhead to show it to you. His shirt and his tack vest. His shirt is red. The tack vest is yellow. And that one is selling for $1,499.95. I don't deal in Funskool very much. I just happened to see him at a decent price, and I picked him up. Wow, that's mind-boggling for me. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate your support. Please check out hcc788.com for a list of the upcoming reviewers for Cobra Convergence 6. It's going on through the end of the month, so we still have a couple more weeks of awesome toy reviewers. Give them a chance to really display their talents and get exposure for their channels. So let's support the community. Let's support the brotherhood of G.I. Joe and check these guys out. So again, thank you very much for tuning in. Remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what kind of day somebody is having. And also be kind to animals. They know nothing but unconditional love. This is Joe Motion Videos 82 signing off for right now. We'll see you next week for another G.I. Joe toy review. Until then, stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay awesome. Bye-bye.